And this afternoon, divers are back in the icy waters off the Potomac River trying to recover the remaining victims of Wednesday night's plane crash near Reagan Airport.
Yeah, investigators have recovered the American Airlines jet's black boxes and are analyzing that data. This as new video shows the moment. This is tough to watch. The Army Black Hawk helicopter, which you can see comes in from the left and collides with the jet and then explodes. As NBC's Alice Barr reports, the investigation will focus on whether the control tower was staffed appropriately and whether the altitude of the military helicopter contributed to this crash.
Another somber day here at Reagan National Airport, where the investigation is ramping up into that tragic mid-air collision. Search crews have committed to recovering all 64 victims from the American Airlines regional passenger jet and all 3 from the U.S. Army Black Hawk helicopter. They have recovered some critical evidence, including the black box data and audio recorders from the passenger plane. And sources tell NBC News it is a priority to recover the data recorder from the Black Hawk helicopter, in part because that can give exact information on how high the helicopter was flying and whether it was above its designated altitude. NBC News has also confirmed through sources that there is an FAA preliminary report that notes that air traffic controller staffing was not normal during the time of the crash. Normally there is an air traffic controller handling helicopters and another for planes, and apparently at this time those 2 roles had been combined to 1. That is something that happens and is considered acceptable under FAA safety guidelines. We're also getting a new look, new angles at the crash through some video that was first aired on CNN, and it's all part of the clues that investigators are working so hard to pull together to give answers to these devastated families as we're learning more about who these victims were, the terrible hit to the U.S. figure skating community, young, talented athletes, their families, their parents, their coaches returning from that premier training camp in Wichita. It's all just compounding the tragedy, the necessity of answers, and of making sure nothing like this ever happens again. Reporting from Reagan National Airport, Alice Barr, NBC News.
All right, and we are finding out more about the pilots that were killed in that mid-air collision with the helicopter. Captain Jonathan Campos lived in Ormond Beach. He is an alumni of Embry-Riddle and a certified flight instructor at Epic Flight Academy in New Smyrna Beach. Campos also learned to be a master scuba diver. Embry-Riddle said the university's thoughts are with Campos's family and all of the families of the people on that flight.
And many of the other passengers were members of the U.S. figure skating team, and they were actually on their way back from the U.S. Figure Skating Championships in Wichita, Kansas. So many of their fellow figure skaters across the country are heartbroken. An ice dancer who trains in Southwest Florida said it is chilling to know that people who had just cheered her on are no longer here. 14 skaters were on that flight along with their families and coaches. Well, the FAA is already making some changes so a crash like this doesn't happen again. The low altitude helicopter corridor area where this crash happened has been shut down forever. The FAA also closed off a separate helicopter route near the Key Bridge. Stay with WESH 2 News as we learn more about the deadly crash in D.C. and you can find the latest updates when we are not on the air on WESH.com and on our free WESH 2 News mobile app.